Discuss about question tags. For writing a question tag, we need three parts. First one is an auxiliary verb, then a pronoun, then a question mark. So if you are having these three elements, we can write the question tag. Don't write any long sentence or long question. Question tag means only these three things: auxiliary verb, then pronoun, and question mark. Okay. And the second rule is that you have to change a positive. If it is a positive statement, you have to make a negative tag. And if it is a negative statement, you have to make a positive tag. And if it is a if it is a positive statement, you have to make a negative tag. And if it is a negative statement, you have to make a positive tag. For example, I am writing a sentence: she is playing. So from this statement, you can see there is an auxiliary verb, that is. So you can write that is. And this is a positive statement. Why I can say? If there is no a word coming like no, not, never, scarcely, hardly, rarely, if such words are not coming, it is a positive statement. So she is playing, it is a positive statement. So you have to make a negative tag. So for that, with is you have to add not, isn't. Then what is the pronoun here? She, isn't she. So this is the question tag, required question tag. And for that you have to write what? The pronoun, then the auxiliary verb, then the pronoun, then question mark. And when you are writing not, make sure that you have to write the first letter in capital. So here it is isn't, so I should be in capital. Now a negative statement I will write: he had not done the work. He has not done the work. So here had not done. So this is the main verb, and supporting verb of the auxiliary is had. So we can take had, H-A-D. Then he had not done the work. It is a negative statement. So you have to have a positive tag. So you don't want to write had in, it is had itself. Then we are having the pronoun he. Had, he. So this is the common thing, right? Common rule is, if it is a positive statement, negative tag. If it is a negative statement, positive tag, right? Now we are having some exceptional cases. We will see that. So commonly when it is asked, you can deal like this. But when it is an exceptional case, you have to be very careful. How many minutes? No auxiliary verb. For example, he came late. They play cricket. He likes football. So in these cases, you can see that there is no auxiliary coming, right? He came late, only main verb. There is no auxiliary. They play cricket, no auxiliary, only main verb. He likes football, no auxiliary, only main verb. In such cases, we have to take the help of does, did, or do. Okay, do, does, did. That means if it is a present tense sentence, singular, we have to go for does. If it is present tense sentence with plural subject, you have to go for do. If it is past tense, then you can take did. No issue with singular or plural. So for here, he came late. So this is, we can understand, this is a past tense sentence. So it will be didn't he. Then they play cricket. So here it is present tense plural. So it will be what? Don't they. He likes football. So here it is singular present. So we have to go for doesn't he. Doesn't he. So these are the cases when we are not having a main verb. Now the next case is when we want to write the question tag of such as anything. I am a good boy. So you can see the auxiliary here is am, and it is a positive statement. Then we will be having the tendency to write Am and I. Am and I. You should not write that. There is not a word called am and. You have to write rn. Rn I. So this is a special case. Then am and is coming. There is not a word called am and. So we have to write rn. Then the next case is when it is an imperative sentence. When it is an imperative sentence, that means it can be an order, it can be a suggestion, request, wish, prayer, anything. If it is an imperative sentence, for example, shut your mouth. Here you can see there is no pronoun, there is no auxiliary verb. Okay. In such a case, you just take will. In class I have told about can also. Don't bother about can. You can go with will itself. If it is positive, you can write what? Positive statements you have to write want. Then in the case of imperative sentence, you. It is understood. The subject is always you. It is understood. So you can write want you. Right. Shut your mouth. As there is not a negative word coming, it is positive statement. So you have to make negative tag, that is want you. If it is do not talk. Do not talk. The meaning is what? You do not talk. It is not given. You is not given. But you have to understand. So do not talk. It is a statement. Not is coming. So it is a negative statement. You have to write a positive tag. What is that? Will you. Do not talk. Will you. Why? This is a negative statement. You have to make a positive tag. So this is the case with imperative sentences. If there is what? A positive imperative sentence coming, you have to go for want you. If a negative imperative sentence is coming, you have to go for will be. Then the next special case is when something is written with shall we. Shall we go for a walk? Whenever shall we is coming, just write let us. Don't want to think about positive or negative statement. Let us will be the tag. When it is shall I go to that place. When shall I is coming, the tag will be always let me. Okay, shall we means let us, shall I means let me. So these are the special cases. And one more thing is there, when have, that means it can be have, has or had. When these are coming as main verb. Okay, when these are coming as main verb, for example, I have a pen. She has a car. He had lunch. So we can see here, in these sentences, have is main verb. It is not supporting. Has is main verb. Had is main verb. In such a case, you cannot write haven't I. Haven't I is wrong here. We have to go for this rule. When there is no auxiliary, what we will do? We will go to do, does, did. So I have a pen. Here it is I. So we have to take plural. So don't I. Then she has a car. Right? Has singular. So doesn't he. Then he had lunch. This past. So didn't he. So when have and has or had is coming as main verb, we have to go for this rule. Which rule? No auxiliary. Then going to do, does, did. So I hope you have understood. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. This is an easy section to score 2 marks. Everyone should study it properly and get that 2 marks.
Comment.